Okay, so today we have Gold Sounds by Pavement. I don't know why I always look surprised when I start a video. Anyway, so yeah, this is from Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. Pavement is a band that I've heard of, since high school. I remember people talking about them, but they've been requested a few times on the channel. So I thought, well, curiosity killed a cat, and here I am. So let's get into this, see what's going on, talk about it after. Yeah, first time listening to Pavement. Let's see what the heck they're all about.
Go back to those gold sounds and keep my advent to yourself, because it's nothing I don't like. Is it a crisis or a boring change when it's central, so essential? It has a nice ring when you laugh at the low-life opinions, and they're coming to the chorus now. I keep my address to yourself, 'cause we need secrets, back right now. Because I never wanna make you feel that you're social, never ignorant soul. Believe in what you wanna do, and do you think that is a major flaw? When they rise up in the falling rain, and if you stay around with your knuckles ground down, the trial's over, the weapon's found. Keep my address to myself, because it's secret, 'cause it's secret, back right now.
Ooh, I like that.
So drunk in the August sun, and you're the kind of girl I like, because you're empty and I'm empty, and you can never quarantine the past. Did you remember in December that I won't need you when I'm gone? And if I go there, I won't stay there, because I'm sitting here too long. I've been sitting here too long, and I've been wasted advocating that word for the last word. Last words come up, all we've got to waste.
All right, so Pavement and Gold Sounds, with a Z at the end, not an S. So yeah, and I say Z because I am from Canada. Anyway, so yeah, I really enjoyed. I have to say at the top, I mean, the man on the vocals, which I see here from the personnel from the album, Stephen Malcolmus. I want to say, what a name there. Malcolmus, maybe, perhaps. Anyway, he's on vocals and guitar. This is all for the album, so I don't know, who was on this song because it doesn't have that personnel. But yeah, anyway, him on vocals. I don't know. I didn't expect. Again, I guess I should say, coming into this, hearing about Pavement, maybe, I don't know why, but the name Pavement made me think of like a darker band. Made me think of like maybe they were like metal or something. I don't know why that came to my head. But yeah, Pavement. I don't know. I just always thought, oh, Pavement. That sounds like, a death metal band or something. But apparently not. It's a lot more poppier than I thought, which is very nice. And I have to say about Steven's vocals, vocals, I feel like I can't talk. Anyway, when he talks at this first here, in the first verse, go back to those gold sounds. When he started off, I thought it was going to be kind of just a melancholy, mellow, kind of the same kind of tempo, vocals, maybe not throughout the song, but, maybe in the first verse. But then his next line, he's like, and keep my advent, he went high, and I just, cracked my voice there. I can't do it. but like every second line he like raised his voice, which I didn't expect, and I thought it was fun. I enjoyed his vocal style, and and I like how at the end of the verse he says, and they're coming to the chorus now, and then the chorus comes in. I don't know, I just like when they allude to what's happening in the song or something. I don't know, I just like when that happens. And I have to say as well, in the next chorus, after the second verse, when it just says, keep my address to myself because it's secret, and then how he repeats, crit, back right now. And when he says, back right now, it sounds like he almost is out of breath, because when he says now, it's like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just like the effect there, and how, he was almost kind of sounded almost out of breath. Maybe he was not, but that's what it sounded like. And I don't know, it was very, I wouldn't say raw, because it doesn't have like that raw sound like that I think about, I guess, when I think of raw sound. But his voice is very, I guess you could say a little raw in my mind. But whatever that means. But yeah, I just really enjoyed his vocals, I have to say, off the top. And also, what I found interesting, or what I liked as well, where's the mark? About, mark 120 to like 155, maybe 2 minutes there, where it was kind of instrumental. I just really, I don't know what it really did, or what I felt. I guess, I felt, there's a bit of a nostalgia thing. And again, I've never even listened to the song, and I don't know what's going on, but it felt like nostalgia, if I could say the word. I don't know, just that like 35-second instrumental kind of a thing. It was like, it made me think back to being a kid for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know why that happened, but it just, the guitar work or something, and I don't know, maybe it just reminded me of something I've heard when I was a kid or something. But just a nostalgic feeling, and I just really enjoy that, and especially with the song, with the songs, kind of meaning, I guess, talking about like a lover, I guess you would say, something about a lover, a breakup, and just talking about, her or him or whatever, and it's just like, I don't know, and then I don't know, I just got a nostalgic kind of feeling, and I liked it. And and the song is only 2 minutes 40 seconds, but it really, it packs so much in that time frame. It was such a good song for, what it was or whatever. And again, just talking about, I guess the gold sounds, and how he starts off, go back to those gold sounds. And I do know that, those gold sounds, I'm guessing, back to, music from the 50s, the 60s, whatever, 70s, whatever you consider. But either way, a long time ago. And, the golden era of music or whatever, the golden sounds, especially the 50s and 60s. That's, I guess, when the gold sounds were really happening, the whole psychedelic kind of a thing, whatever, it's all gold. Anyway, but yeah, I just really enjoyed everything. And again, it almost sounded kind of like a 60s song, because I feel like so many songs from the 90s have a 60s vibe. I think of, There She Goes by the Laws or something like that. It just, it has the same kind of 60s vibe. And I feel like the 90s tried to capture what the 60s did, more or better than any other decade, really. And I don't know, I just really enjoy it. And now there's a lot of bands, I feel, you think of like The Weeknd, it's not a band but a musician, who calls back to the 80s a lot and stuff like that. And in the 90s, I feel like they were really trying to do the 60s. Anyway, that's all in my mind. So anyway, the about here on genius.com, about the song, just, to read like I usually do. So it says, Gold Sounds was voted the best song of the 90s by Pitchfork. Good Lord, that's quite the praise there. I didn't know that. The best song of the 90s by Pitchfork, a seminal indie online magazine. I've heard of Pitchfork, of course. The song deals with the loss of love in the midst of a breakup. So yeah, obviously, yeah. So that was kind of, obviously kind of mixed in there. That it was kind of a breakup kind of a thing. And Stephen Malkmus's, it's such a weird last name to say. Malkmus's, not a weird last name. I have a weird last name myself. My goodness. Anyway, track notes for the re-release of Crooked Rain. He describes the track simply as Gold Sounds, a self-doubt song. Yeah, and I really, the lyricism here, which it should not be, missed, whatever. Some of these lines are very good. Just talking again about the whole nostalgic feeling, and again, talking about the breakup, I guess you're thinking about back to the memories with that person, I guess you were with, your old lover, your ex-lover. But just looking here on Genius again, and they have some annotations as well, like I usually kind of read. But go back to those gold sounds and keep my advent to yourself, because it's nothing I don't like. Is it a crisis or a boring change when it's central, so essential? It has a nice ring when you laugh. I like the low life opinions, and they're coming to the chorus now. And then of course he comes in through the chorus. He says, I keep my address to yourself because we need secrets. We need secret crit right now. So there is a annotation here for the chorus I do want to read. I don't want to read them all because that's, the video makes it so long, and it's kind of like you're in a library or something. I don't know, I'm reading to you. One of the overriding themes of the song is the way in which two people can constitute a private life, which, though it consists of more than one person, isn't exactly something social. It is more intimate. In this line, Malcolmus conveys the idea by structure in a sentence in which the singer is the subject, the object of the sentence belongs to the subject, and yet against the normal phrase, which indicates back to the subject. Malcolmus instead uses a phrase that points to another person. This is done often in the song. So yeah, I mean, that's, kind of getting deep into the song there. But next verse here, where he talks about social, like I said in that annotation, because I never want to make you feel that you're social, never ignorant soul, believe in what you want to do. So the annotation here, he never wants to make her feel like any old member of society. He also recognizes that she is not an ignorant soul and can achieve anything. Having flashbacks to Jesse McCartney's Beautiful Soul. Anyway, and if you stay around with your knuckles ground down, the trial's over, the weapon's found. And then he goes on with the chorus once again. And, just talking about, no, we'll move on, actually. That annotation is weird. Anyway, and then the third verse, last verse here. So drunk in the August sun, and you're the kind of girl I like. And I mean, again, the lyricism here, it's not like, it's not like Shakespeare, whatever. It's not, hard to understand, I guess. I just like how he says, so drunk in the August sun, and you're the kind of girl I like. And it's just, I don't know, it seems so simple, but yet it seems so deep. I don't know if that makes sense. And you can never quarantine, oh my goodness, the past. Did you remember in December that I won't need you when I'm gone? And if I go there, I won't stay there because I'm sitting here too long. And then we have the second chorus, where it kind of changes up. But that last line there, for the whole that I won't need you when I'm gone, it says, the speaker is a wanderer in the long tradition of rail riding on the road, driving, rock star touring, troubadours, and minstrels who can get any satisfaction. That was written like very weird. But anyway, so, he's, he can move on. If I go, I won't stay there long because I'm sitting here too long. So it's like, I'm sitting here too long, I gotta keep going. And obviously, I mean, that's kind of the thing of a band. I mean, you're always moving. Anyway, last chorus here, and I've been wasted advocating that word for the last word. Last words come up, all you've got to waste. And it says here for the last annotation, he has been drunk and the last word is love. Malcolmus is saying that he can only admit to loving her when he is drunk, because he usually suppresses those feelings which he has kept in. So again, I mean, when you're drunk, some things come out, and some good things and some bad things. A lot of people have probably experienced that. Anyway, so I mean, there's 3 verses. You get a couple choruses in there for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And, again, just like a nostalgic song, a song that I feel like people probably, I mean, of course, with it being, by Pitchfork rated the best song of the 90s, I don't know what I would put as the best song of the 90s. That'd be hard. That'd be a hard decision for moi. But, I mean, obviously I could see, again, just, I love the sound of the song. I love that kind of callback to the 60s. I don't know if that was what they were going for, but that's what really got me. And just the sense of nostalgia, even though I've never heard the song, and just what it made me think of being like a kid or whatever. And even though it's talking about, loss of love, getting that feeling, that sensation of being a kid again for some reason. Excuse me, I had a burp there for a second. Anyway, so I guess that's all I have to really say. I really enjoyed the song, and really have to see what else this band has cooking up, because I really enjoyed not just, everything about it, lyricism. I love his voice. And the music is, as well, as I said, the kind of instrumental break there that made me think happy thoughts. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate all of the support. And I will talk to you guys again soon.